What's going on, guys? I am Switters. Welcome back to Vampyr Part 43. We finally beat the Red Queen in the last episode. It was truly an epic fight. Anybody that stuck with me this whole series, thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. Go ahead, please leave a like, subscribe. Many more games to come. Don't miss any episodes. Let's go get Elisabeth, who I actually I forgot that was actually her first name. I've just been, Lady ASHBURY to me, but if we're gonna be together, I guess I should call her by her first name. So let's find a way in, and
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
damn right we did.
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother, my dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant Ghostly Queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
That'll be Vampyr Part 2.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
I want to find out all the answers.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
The Brotherhood is as wise as it is ancient. You have nothing to fear from it.
I am not afraid.
Do you truly think they are merely scholars poring over dusty books? The stole of St. Paul wielded faith sufficient to cast a dragon into the abyss.
That is just a legend.
Am I not a legend? Are you not about to become one yourself?
What will become of the vampire hunters?
In their leader, you now have a spy behind enemy lines. By guiding your progeny, you may yet protect your immortal friends for some time to come. If you dare.
That's McCullum he's talking about.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
I don't interfere with petty political intrigues. Ascalon was built upon the lie of a lineage. Such a deceit cannot last forever.
But Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood. Untainted blood from the greatest vampire knight.
Really? I wonder how he managed to acquire it. Perhaps I should retrieve this artifact before going back to sea.
No. I must know why Elisabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons, and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
It's definitely Shakespeare.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawned of this generation.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not already answered that question?
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
Speak clearly then. And answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you soon.
Okay. I don't know how many...
I cannot enter. The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in.
I don't know how many questions we actually had answered. And just... more questions, but it is daylight and we're outside. Can I not zap up there? No. I hope I don't have to search for anything. I'm kind of hoping, to me it feels like there's a fight coming up, and I'm kind of hoping not. I would like to be done with the fights and just maybe some answers. What is this? Just the light. Robin Englewood, Mary Englewood, born Whitaker. Those are her family, I guess. I'm assuming this is her old family home. I mean, from centuries ago, but that's locked. We just came from there. Excuse me. You would think if they're making me search like this for a way in, that there's got to be some stuff to find, but...
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elisabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere.
Oh, letter. 1865. Dear Lady ASHBURY, thank you for your recent letter and all the good news it contained. I cannot wait to finally meet you when you arrive in London. The garden is beautiful under the summer sky, although I noted your wish to avoid heat and direct sunlight because of your frail health. You're welcome any day. We'll discuss this wonderful idea of yours concerning the foundation of an orphanage for young ladies inspired by the French Maison Royale de Saint Louis. Sadly closed when the French people chose, my God, I can't even write these words down, to cut their king's head off. Such a place, destined to provide a good education to gifted but poor orphan girls, will surely excite my friends here in the city. You can count on me and my influence to help make your project a huge success. Yours ever sincerely, Countess Alexandra Somerset. Okay.
It's locked.
I know. I was just hoping it would tell me something when I tried it. Elisabeth Blackwood by Vampyr. I'm not going to read all these out loud. You don't have to worry about that. You can read this in your own time. It is from Lady ASHBURY, Elisabeth, though.
Like most castles, this one has a crypt. And it holds something special inside.
So we have to go down, okay. That's where she's sleeping, maybe? Portrait of Me by Lady ASHBURY from this year.
Elisabeth, my love, you allow my portrait to watch over you while you sleep. I'm flattered. This castle is falling apart.
Her in Paris. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, rather. I guess I dropped down.
That sweet fragrance. Elisabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently.
By Van Gogh. Okay. All the famous painters of the world. Elisabeth and Jacob Blackwood in Versailles. Oh, that's a fireplace. Wow. I mean, I guess they didn't have heat. So you heated the place with massive fireplaces. I have very Game of Thrones feel. By the way, when is that? I mean, still not till 2019?
This painting looks suspicious.
Which one, buddy? Which one? That looks like a Monet. Which painting? Did I miss something? Oh, this one. Oh, that's the Red Queen. And King Arthur? Probably? Maybe? Okay, we're looking for a secret passage. Is it behind a bookshelf or something? Do I pull the knight's arm? We were just out here. Wait, he said the painting looks suspicious, and then we're looking for a secret passageway. So let me... Why would it want me to eat rats now, too? Man. It's been unlocked. So did we came in this way. Yeah? Alright, I'm just gonna keep going down. I don't know where to go. You know what? I'm gonna have a rat just to... Because I don't know why it wants me
I
to.
can't believe I'm doing this.
Other than, I guess I wasn't at full strength right there. So let's just keep going down. We can't. Okay, never mind. Man. Where is it? Say the painting looks suspicious again when I'm actually by a painting. Secret passageway. We already did. Okay, just want to be sure. Did we go through here? This is where we dropped in. Yeah. It's got to be in this room. I can't interact with that. No. Oh man. Oh, well, that's the door. What am I missing, guys? Do I need to have full blood first? Is that why these rats are around?
I have this thirst for blood.
Okay, I'm full now. No, no, no. No. Is it behind the book? I mean, the staircase? No. Can't go over there. I can't go any further. We've been through there already. Which painting looks suspicious? Oh.
A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
Okay. Sword and a moon. In this room over there, you think? We're out here. Let's look here. Old contract, dear Miss Ashbury. We last communicated. We're conveyance of a large coffin from Temple Church in London, Scotland. I'm happy to report your quest has finally been validated. I must protect the coffin. Hire these individuals. Okay. Sword and a moon. Well, let's go back in here. Or have we been in here? Yeah, this is where we came in. Through the fireplace? That would be a good spot for a secret.
One last
Yes.
switch, and... What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work.
Well, what do you mean? There's the sword.
One last switch, and...
That's a shield.
Here's another switch. I should keep looking.
Okay. We need to find the moon. Over here.
One last switch, and...
Did I not? Okay. In the opposite corner. Oh, was it because I did the wrong one? Is that because that's a shield? So, or this one, this one, this one.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work.
Okay, so,
One last switch, and...
okay, I get it, I get it. I'm hitting, the other ones are wrong.
Voila.
Sorry, my phone alarm went off. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Just to remind me. So, sorry if you heard that. And if you didn't, I just told you about it, so you kind of heard it anyway. Ancient tome, an angel came to me. Blessed be. I'm not going to read all this. Michael appeared to me last night. Wow, it's quite long. Okay, I'll scroll through this slowly so you guys can pause and have a look. Probably would be interesting to read. It's kind of the history of it, it looks like. I'm just trying to get it on the page so you guys can pause if you want to. So see everything. Confront Lady Ashbury. Okay. And William, whatever his name is going to be down here too, maybe? His other son, William, wasn't William Blake, right?
Drop your sword, Father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. Never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and savior of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elisabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
But you had your whole life there.
Not anymore. Especially after my dear Charlotte was murdered.
I didn't do that, by the way. It's her adopted daughter. I did go back to that area to try to get some more experience points, and I killed a couple of people. The detective and somebody else, but I left her alone, and the tarot card guy, I left him alone. And then at some point in that, all of a sudden everybody in the whole area just died. So apparently I killed the pillar of the neighborhood by accident. There you go.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the ASHBURY estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father, ever since he became unwell.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
No. London is doomed. The East End, Whitechapel, the West End. So many districts gone. And soon the whole country will follow.
This city has been rotten to the core for so long. If it wasn't this plague, it would have been wiped out by another catastrophe.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty echo who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
No redemption, then.
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
He gave you the antidote?
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elisabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse. Forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elisabeth ASHBURY, and that's all I wish to be.
I understand. And I respect your desire for privacy.
Thank you, Jonathan.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elisabeth.
Do you remember Dorothy Crane? Aloysius Dawson? I love you, Jonathan Reed, I really do. But you cannot be trusted.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Yes?
Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elisabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen. What of her?
You met her, did you not?
Just once. But she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elisabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
I have never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Do you remember Myrddin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Myrddin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elisabeth.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
You agreed to be confined here, then?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
How did you meet Elisabeth?
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
When was that?
It was so long ago. A few years after Elisabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
Tell me about Elisabeth. How was she infected?
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elisabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elisabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again? Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elisabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
Where is this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elisabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time?
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
Who cares? We are vampires. We are death.
No, Jonathan. I won't bring another disaster into this world.
I can't lose you, Elisabeth. Even if it means putting the whole world at risk.
How can you say such an awful thing? Where is the Jonathan I once saved from a scowl in this abandoned factory?
I'm not that frightened man anymore. I've learned so much. Done so much.
I see. So there is nothing worth living for in this world anymore. Farewell, my love.
Farewell.
Damn. Cuts her dad's head off, jumps into a fire.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung and your path chosen. England is safe, the price paid most dear. But what do you care? You are the one who keeps killing. You've chosen your path, my fallen champion, like others before you. Prey to lust and desire, slave to the everlasting thirst. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until alas, she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
So Jonathan went on a little kill crazy rampage after that. I guess that's the cycle of becoming a vampire, being a vampire. Alright guys, if you've been here since the beginning, thank you so much for watching. I really had a fun time with this game. Let me turn this down a little bit real quick. Kind of my overall opinion on the game. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Good story. It's not buggy, but it's laggy and the loading screens and all that kind of stuff. But it's more of an annoyance than it is like a game-breaking issue. But like I said, once I was able to get into it, if you have been here since the beginning, you know I had to restart my game after the first, 4 or 5 episodes that I had done because it was quite bad. But after that, it got a lot better. There was that bug, glitch, whatever you want to call it, with the Fergal fight, with the blinding light. I thought at the time it was just like one of his defenses, making it harder to kill him. But, it turns out that's not at all the case. So there's issues with it. But again, this isn't like a AAA, #1 game pumped out by EA or Activision or one of those mega companies, So, taking that into account, I think it was pretty damn good. If you haven't played it and you've just been watching, I would definitely recommend it. Is it a $60 game? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. You probably get it on sale in the not too distant future. But if it ever gets down to even like $45, I would definitely do it. I mean, it's a long story. It's a good story. I had a lot of fun with it. Put down in the comments, what do you want to see next? I had mentioned in a previous video, there's not a lot coming out in the near future. I was thinking for the people that, I don't know if any of you guys are actually watching, I think for the Lego series I did on The Incredibles, probably a younger audience that I don't know would be watching the Vampyr series here. But I downloaded, it's an old Xbox 360 game, the Lego's Indiana Jones Part 2, I think it was, game. So I could play through that. I'm a big Call of Duty fan, like as far as multiplayer stuff goes. There's no campaign coming out this year, so I was thinking I could go back. I have MWR, the remaster it came out like a year ago, whatever that was, with Infinite Warfare, but everybody's seen that campaign, I'm sure. But I could go back to like Black Ops 2 all the way through to World War II, do all those campaigns, since Black Ops 4 doesn't have a campaign this year. Just something to, kind of fill in the downtimes. Either that, or I could just try to find some little indie games on the, like the PlayStation Store or the Xbox Store or whatever. So let me know what you guys are thinking, what you'd like to see. That's it. Thank you guys so much. If anybody's still listening, please leave a like, subscribe for sure so you don't miss any videos that will be coming out, any future series, all that kind of stuff. Appreciate you guys. A lot of you got involved in this, and on Twitter and Instagram, and some comments in this. Really appreciate you. It's been fun, and we'll see you in the next series.